I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk to folks from the VTuber community about their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We're joined on this podcast by Yami. Hi, Yami.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you coming on. Could you introduce yourself to the folks, please?
Yep, my name is Yami, or as my social medias are, Yami Rami. I am a 23-year-old demon/Neko.
Demon/Neko. Well, you got the best of both worlds there. So how long have you been on the internet with VTubing?
I've been on for like a couple months now. I can't exactly remember when I started, but I know it was before Christmas
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and before Halloween.
And before Halloween, have you gotten some good traction going so far?
Honestly, not really, but I'm honestly just doing it for the fun.
Yeah, just getting started. To be fair, just a couple of months in. What made you decide to give it a try?
I realized that being anonymous was definitely more of my style.
Mm-hmm.
So, the internet can be toxic sometimes and really mean. So being anonymous made me more comfortable. So I decided to do a VTuber.
Well, I can't blame you for that. It certainly does allow you to get out there and still be you, but maintain a little bit of anonymity anyway. At least there's a shield between yourself and any toxicity that may come up. Hopefully you haven't been on there that long. I hope you haven't had too much of that yet.
Nope.
Yeah, that's good news.
The community has actually been very welcoming so far. So
that is excellent news. I'm glad to hear that. What made you decide to give it a try in the first place?
I was doing Twitch with my face for a while, but I didn't have a very good camera, and it just did not make the quality good, and I ended up stopped streaming for a really long time because I just didn't like the way my camera looked. And then I found out about VTubing and started doing some research.
Yeah. Did you make your own model, or did you get one?
So my model is actually used off of the app Zepeto. And then I created her through that app, and then I use a screen mirroring app to be able to get her on my streams.
That is all way over my head. But
I didn't have the money to buy an avatar, and I'm not that talented to be able to create one, so this was the easiest route.
Well, I mean, it works, doesn't it?
Yep, it does.
It gets you on, you're able to enjoy yourself.
Every now and then, like, she'll freeze on my stream, but I just have to reset the app, and then we're good to go.
Yeah, there you go. You just really need some way to get on the internet and a little bit of ingenuity, and you can get on and enjoy yourself and have other people enjoy your stream too.
Yep.
That's another thing about this particular medium that I think is fascinating. While some people do spend more than my house is worth to get a model on, some folks can make do with what they have and still entertain the people. That is really good stuff. What types of things do you like to stream?
Mostly horror. Probably like 80% of my games are horror. My biggest favorite game that I play right now is Lethal Company and Genshin Impact.
Right. Yeah. Lethal Company is one of those games that even an old man like myself would probably enjoy. I wouldn't do very well at it, but I'd probably enjoy just for the chaos of it. Do you usually try to get as many people as possible in your company, or what is your limit?
Limit would probably be around about 4. I mostly play Lethal with my boyfriend right now, because he carries me a lot in the game.
Now you're not supposed to say that. Don't admit that. You carry him all the time. That's what. No, it really is a game where you could just have fun, being chaotic and all over the place, but if you want to get the things done, you have to work as a team. I imagine you work pretty good as a team.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, he definitely helps out a lot. We do really good teamwork in the game. So
that's cool. And the other game that you were talking about was which game?
Genshin Impact.
Oh, that's everywhere. And
Yes.
but no, but really, it should be because it does have a lot of different ways that you can enjoy it and keep playing, and it looks like a
hmm
game that you could play for years
Oh yeah, definitely.
and not have the.
I'm only on like AR 45 or something like that, so I still have a while to go.
Yeah, that's what is AR? A level or a
Adventure rank.
adventure rank? So what's the highest you can get?
I'm actually not quite sure on that one.
They keep adding.
Right.
Add these to it. Well, it's been around for a while though, and
Yeah.
and folks who get into it really get into it. And again, that's sort of the thing that attracts people, I think, to a stream is that if the host is enjoying themselves, then it's a better chance for the audience to enjoy themselves.
Right. Right.
Well, is that
I
something that
do agree on that.
is that something you do when you choose a game to go online? Do you think about what you want to play, or do you think about what the audience might want you to play?
Um, I play something that I know is going to be funny
Hmm.
because of my reactions.
Yeah.
So, Lethal Company, I get spooked very easily, and my reactions are very priceless.
There is screaming.
Yes, I've done a couple of that, especially the first time I met the little girl, which is like a ghost that hunts you,
Yeah.
and that scared the shit out of me. So,
I bet. I bet. I mean, here you're kind of. Yeah, I would imagine you get kind of used to actual monsters and stuff, and then suddenly, why? What is that? Where did
right,
that come from? Nobody told me about that,
yeah,
and it goes from there. And then of course it's the fleeing and trying to escape that causes the
yeah.
screams. Uh, so, are there any other games that you like to go online? I know you said mostly horror. Are there other horror games that you'd like to go on with?
I do a lot of Left 4 Dead as well.
Hmm.
Left 4 Dead 2 is probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. I know I play a lot of other ones,
What? But it all it
but I
all
can't.
it all leaves when somebody asks you about it. That happens to the best of us.
Yeah, you'll forget what games you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the fact is you get on there and enjoy yourself, and that's the main thing. Is there
Yeah.
is there something that you got as a goal early on this year as far as your channel is concerned?
Um, I want to get to Twitch affiliate, which the last thing I need is an average viewer of 3.
Mm.
So I'm working on towards that one right now.
Yeah, and that there's Twitch has got these levels for folks now, and it gives everybody at certain levels goals to achieve. Um, Sometimes they seem just out of reach, and then suddenly you look down and you're there. How close are you right
I have no idea.
now?
Um, most average viewers I get is around 1 or 2, but mostly 1, and that one viewer is sadly me.
Hey, you start with
But
one
I'm
and you go
working
from there.
towards it, and I'm not giving up. So
That's the way to do it. What time are you usually streaming?
I usually stream around noontime to like 1.
Yeah, and that's what
Um,
what time? What time zone?
uh, e- EST.
Yeah, Eastern U.S. time. It's
Yes.
that's one thing
I
that.
sometimes
Go ahead.
I sometimes also stream for like 24 hours straight. So
Yeah, that's crazy stuff there. I it's been a long time since I've been able to do 24-hour anything, even sleep. But it really
I do that sometimes too. So
yeah. Well, as however, when I was younger and playing a lot of games, I can play games for a long time. And if you've got something that you enjoy, then it just keeps you going. You just have to get water every once in a while.
right, right. I did take some breaks sometimes, depending on the game.
with with this streaming, and I noticed that a lot of folks are getting onto just to enjoy it, and it kind of expands from there. Uh, so when you started this, was it mostly to enjoy yourself playing games and maybe with other people, or did you look upon it as a chance to entertain folks?
Honestly, both.
Well,
And I say both because I truly do enjoy streaming. It gives me something to do, and even though I'm talking to myself most of the time, it distracts my mind. It's
well,
kind of like a coping mechanism for me.
yeah. It.
And then
Go ahead.
and then I also did it for the viewers as well because if I actually start getting more comfortable into the streaming part, I am a very funny person.
And that's a
I
thing.
just
That is a big thing
gotta get
too.
out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I've in many times over the years, I've talked to folks when I was in the radio biz. You get people who are extremely comfortable in front of large crowds, but you get them one on one on
Yeah.
a microphone and they just freeze up. But
Mhm.
but if you can overcome that and get comfortable where you are, whether it's you're talking to one person or whether you're talking to, you know, 2,000 people behind the mic on the other side of the microphone, then everything kind of comes through and your personality comes through. Even though you've got an avatar basically for yourself, it still is you that is presented to the public.
Yeah.
And is that something that came naturally to you? Did you always want to get in front of people and perform a little bit?
Well, I already do that for work.
Mm.
But I actually do that like my actual face. So I've always dreamed of being a performer of any sorts, and
Oh.
I've always wanted to do like drag queen stuff as well. So it's definitely something that I like to do.
Well, you're a lot more braver than I am because I could not. I mean, I've done some radio stuff where there were a lot of listeners, but you can't get me on stage for anything. I that is,
Right.
I mean, that's really it's very brave to do something like that, and as far as I'm concerned, because you're really putting yourself out there. Um,
Well, yeah, definitely for my line of work, I am definitely putting myself out there.
yeah, it's very. eh, It would be very tough for me to get immediate feedback and have it not always be positive, and
Right.
and take that sort of thing. It is so far online everything's been pretty positive for you, but um, if
I mean, I did forget to mention this. TikTok is a little bit more toxic than any other social media that I've so far have been posting on, and I've
yeah,
got people telling me they're like, "Oh, I bet you're fat in real life
oh geez,
because my avatar's skinny." But
yeah.
in all honesty, they're getting pressed over an avatar, and I just delete and block. It's not worth my time.
Yeah. Well, when you engage with them too much, you're letting them take over the show.
Right.
And
Sometimes I'll just put like a skeleton face emoji and then just leave it at that, just because I find it funny.
it
But
does.
I won't engage any further than that.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're wanting. They're wanting the attention most of
Right.
the time, or
Hmm.
they're jealous that you're able to do it and they have no ability to do
Right.
it. And it's unfortunately that's goes both ways there. They can get you with a double-edged sword if you really let them. But it sounds like
Right.
you've got a pretty good outlook going into this. You got your head up on
I
your
do.
shoulders, and I really hope that it picks up this year for you as far as people coming on. Have you got any type of, I don't know, marketing ideas or anything that you'd like to try to do to get a few more people in?
Um, I mean, I post a lot on Twitter and social medias every time I go live, or if I create something new for my streams, I'll post those as well to update viewers.
Hmm.
I just recently created my first ever starting soon screen,
Wow,
and it turned out amazing. I'm
very
proud of
good,
myself.
very good, very good. Are you
So,
are you putting stuff up on YouTube?
I'm doing a couple of my. short little clips
Hmm.
on the shorts of YouTube, but I haven't yet started posting YouTube videos.
Hmm.
I do want to eventually start going that route, but I think I need to grow a little bit more of a following base first.
Hmm.
I've heard YouTube is a lot harder to earn subscribers and followers off of.
Yeah.
I have one set up, I just haven't really posted much on it.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, it's I don't know the exact marketing to do that, but I think some people use that as kind of promotion material where they'll put a little bit up and then say here you link it to the online this and put their schedule and that type of thing up and try to draw
Yeah.
people in from that. But again, it's you still got to get noticed by in one media or another. It sounds like TikTok's doing pretty good. As far as collaborations go, you and your boyfriend are collaborating. How about other people? Have you been able to get a few other people involved with you?
I I have. He's actually in my Discord server. We had played game was oh no, we did a just chatting stream where we were kind of just asking each other questions.
Hmm.
Um, I do want to collaborate with him more. He's really fun to hang out with. So
Yeah, yeah. It's that's one way I think a lot of folks are trying to network now is through the collaborations. And
yes, I have put up other posts for more people to do collabs. But I haven't really gotten much of a answer, or they do a no show.
yeah, yeah. That's always fun. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
it that's comes with the business, unfortunately, where
right.
whether you're relying on other people, and that's not easy to do, really, if you're used to being I can't say the best way of describe it is a solo act, a person who does things on their own or with somebody as close as you and your boyfriend. It
Yeah,
it involves trust issue, and if you get burned once or twice, that trust wears out pretty quick,
right. Yeah.
and very tough to get back on the horse and go again from there. What have you got planned this month as we go into February? Have you got anything special coming up here recently?
I was actually planning on doing some type of Valentine's Day stream where I'm playing like a Valentine's based game. Though I have to do some research on the game and find one.
Yeah,
I
about
won't be doing it exactly on Valentine's Day because I'll be spending that with my boyfriend, but I'll be doing it like the day after or the day before.
that's not a threat to the boyfriend, is it? we
No.
we will be doing something on Valentine's Day. Now the
I'm gonna.
now the
Yeah, yeah.
is it going to be some type of a horror based Valentine's Day?
Well, I did do a horror-based video game for Christmas. I will say that. It was Crimson Snow.
Oh,
Um, I ended up finishing the game within like 2 days. I started on Christmas Eve, finished it on Christmas Day.
yeah.
Um, so I'm probably maybe if I can find one.
I'm sure there's some out there where the heart gets bloodied on Valentine's Day. I'm sure you can find one or two
Yeah,
out there.
yeah. Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. If not, just start one up, and someone will get to it. I
Right.
it's been a pleasure talking with you, and I really hope that folks tune in and everything gets rolling for you as this year gets underway. For folks who want to see what Yami's all about, how can they do that?
They can follow me on all my social medias, which are Yami Rami underscore '07 or Yami Rami underscore 23.
Mm. And that's TikTok. The
Um, TikTok is Yami Rami underscore 20 or underscore '03 or 7. Sorry.
yeah, it's
It's
like
hard to remember them too. I
yeah,
have so many social media accounts.
it's like asking a person for their phone number because they never use their own phone number. I
Yeah, pretty sure my Twitter is Yami Rami underscore '07 as well. And my Twitch is Yami Rami '07.
yep, and you're on Discord. You catch her on Discord if you're
Yeah, all my social medias are on my Discord as well.
yeah. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. and we'll get you on again here pretty soon. Get if you get something special coming up, you let us know, and we'll get on and do kind of an update. And I hope the best for you this year.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.